Welcome to Chapel Hill, fans filing into Dorrance Field as we get set for a monster ACC showdown. Number 17, North Carolina, welcoming in Virginia Tech, who is really hitting their stride thanks to that man, Dagger Traustason. But they have not beaten the Tar Heels since 2021. Looking at the ACC standings, just 3 matches left in conference play. If you're on the left side, that means that you're going to host an ACC tournament first round game. You got to be in the top 8. And you can see on the right, North Carolina and Virginia Tech, both on the outside looking in. Hi there again with Devin Kerr. I'm Alex Perlman. And Devin, yes, hosting an ACC tournament first round game is very important, but there's even more on the line than that here today.
We're already looking at the NCAA tournament. It's because of one thing, RPI.
3 massive points on the line tonight in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Is it going to be Mike Brizendine or Carlos Samuano's team to nab them? We'll find out. Kickoff next. We have our first ACC Network men's basketball game of the season. It's Friday night. An exhibition, number 11 Louisville hosting 19th ranked Kansas at the Yum Center. Coverage begins 7:30 Eastern.
I dare anyone to walk into either one of those locker rooms and tell them it's an exhibition.
This coverage knows no bounds. Exhibition basketball. That'll be a good one, Louisville and Kansas.
I need to get back to the games on the aircraft carrier. I was a big fan of that.
Those were awesome.
Oh, so great. Except for when Mother Nature and the dew took over.
Yeah, when you couldn't play.
Yeah.
Now Sandmeyer went down. Yeah, he knocked heads. That player on the ground for Virginia Tech.
Quickly recognized by both benches. Great job by head referee David Erbacher. In games, sometimes you're going to run into incidental contact. You could make an argument there that the challenge on Peralta, a foul by Sandmeyer. You don't care right now. Most importantly is the safety of the 2 young men.
Jack Sandmeyer, the grad student from San Diego. I mean, what an incredible story for him. He starts his career at UC Davis, and then after leaving the team, tried out for the San Diego club team and didn't even make it. He thought he was done with soccer, but the club coach calls San Diego coach Brian Quinn and says, "You have to see this kid Sandmeyer." And he's gotten thousands of calls like that throughout his career, but gave him a tryout. What did he do? He started 17 games the next season. Unbelievably, at the header to beat Duke in the NCAA tournament last year was all WCC. Hopefully he is okay, and he is not only making an impact, but in a lot of ways, Devin, he is running North Carolina's midfield.
We'll bring this whole sequence full circle now. Brian Quinn, an absolute legend, by the way. United States men's national team. Dominates the West Coast. San Diego having an incredible year, number 5 in the RPI, part of the committee's top 16. His son, Aiden Quinn, Bradley and Akron, went to a national title game. And now we'll go back to the halftime segment when we talk about scouting and the development of players, getting more eyeballs on guys that are coming through the ranks, making sure that we're helping them continue to push these levels that we've set. Bar's got to come higher. Sandmeyer, a great example of that.
Both players are going to head off. Looks like Sandmeyer is getting ready to check back in on the referee's whistle. Peralta goes to the bench. We'll have a new player coming in here for Virginia Tech. They'll bring in Tiago Portela, a freshman from Braga, Portugal. And Sandmeyer re-enters the pitch and immediately is forced into action. Bracken Sarah. Still Bracken Sarah. Maybe 1 or 2 dribbles too many. almost had that important insurance second right there.
It's good defending by Arieli. And Bracken Sarah should have hit it in the moment, but the defender tracking back over quickly closed down the space, removing that option, forced him to release the ball.
Getting near the half-hour mark here left in this match. As Arieli looks to track it down and keep it in.
It's one thing that I've been very impressed with both defensive units tonight, Alex, is while maybe we haven't seen the greatest decisions up high and you'd like to see them evolve, defensively, stoic in nature. Not rattled whatsoever, stepping in at the right times, game-saving tackles, and clean ball movement off the back line.
The leading scorer for Virginia Tech, Dago Traustason, did not really make the impact I think Mike Brizendine had hoped for when he came on the pitch to start this match. I'm interested to see when Briz goes back to it. Reintroduces him to try to get his leading goal scorer involved. Schroeder. Rijkaard Hansen doesn't stop. Oh, almost were able to get him and spring him free. Wonderful clearance away. Necessary from Schroeder.
Pretty sure we're not too far from seeing that young man back on. Traustason
getting his instructions.
Just a little bit lax on that front line for Virginia Tech right now. What a run it has been for the Icelandic player. This is the first couple of matches. His first appearance wasn't until September 9th with Perlman. Took 4 games to net his first. Now 6 in his last 4. And he's an interesting journey, too, from a recruiting standpoint. He had 28 appearances overall at the professional level. But he had 11 and 3 goals. All the goals, by the way, coming in the spring and summer before he picked up an injury.
Tell was searching for Sullins there. Yeah, that pro team that he played for in Iceland, in Reykjavik, Hafnar Fjordur.
Oh boy.
Had to get it in.
You deserve something for that.
Thank you. Well, having a trip to Iceland under your belt helps a little bit with the pronunciation.
The prize.
It does, that's right. That's actually why we went, just so I could do that.
We were
this is an Iceland commercial.
Yeah, we were at College Cup in 2020. The spring of 21, it was the 2020 National Championships. And there was a young man who was playing outside back, Jay Vidovich, Pitt Panthers. And I will never forget the club that he played for, because even though I spent quite a bit of time myself playing in Germany, I'd never heard of the club. It was a 5th and 6th division club. Spiel für Union und Hockey.
That was unbelievable. Just like this attack here for Virginia Tech as it develops. But check. Is there any chance you could do that one more time?
Spiel für Union und Hockey.
Where's that located?
It's on the south side of Bavaria. And the reason I say it is about, we keep talking about the development. You bring in international players. Traustason comes back in. Declan Quill is going to join the ranks as well. One of the things that's happened over the years, going back to the proposed changes from U.S. soccer, is that because the pathway to professional has become so much more clear, you're seeing the 4- and 5-star recruits that would frequent the ACC and top programs around the country, they're jumping ship because they have a chance to go and develop at a different rate in different areas in a professional environment. Coaches have had to evolve as well. The international player, the transfer market, the age of all of these guys have changed.
Mike Brizendine bringing on the full court press here with 28 minutes left. And you saw some of his top offensive weapons coming on in Quill and Traustason. He'll be on presumably for the end of this match. Felicio, a little half clearance there, still in the box. No whistle on the run from Avial. And here comes Bertelli. Now he had some help, Butel. That got past Kropp. But Berge is there to clean it up. It's Charleston. Felicio. Charleston wanted him to float it over the top. Butel to the byline. Needed to get there, and did. Berge has been excellent with some help there. Sager on that back line in a lot of ways out of his center back spot. It's Parker O'Farrell checking in for the first time, a senior from Raleigh. Didn't play last game. That was the only one that he did not feature in. Lofted into the box, right by the penalty spot, but it's going to be a Virginia Tech foul.
Apologies for that. Apparently some of these young men are taking French as an elective. I know you would never, Alex.
Don't they know there are microphones on that field?
We were on a German language a second ago. Who knew the Liberty was going to venture a little bit further west? Home of democracy. You know, why not? Such great heritage here at North Carolina. Might as well go full-blown international.
That is where Giannis Balatrash grew up, in Paris. I will say that the sight and sounds that we've gotten from our crew tonight have been second to none.
Spot on.
Check. Nikolai. Bracken-Sarah asking some more questions now. O'Farrell with his first touch. Bracken-Sarah unloads. Got to be better than that from that distance to beat Sam Joseph, however.
Frustration from Bracken-Sarah. He knew he's just got space and time. The problem is, you're right on the sniff of it. The angle and distance, just got to hit a worldie to be able to take down Sam Joseph from there. Still need more movement in the midfield right now. And they've isolated the 6 for Virginia Tech. Too much pressure on him, so you come back to the outside, but now your 2 point men, Balatrash and Bertelli, they're matched up one-on-one with Sandmeyer and Check. If you rotate off the ball quicker, you have more options to play through. Same goes for the outside backs. Push higher, give them someone to work off of.
Space opens up now for Quill, who has an assist this season, walled off by Abial. Oh, that was dangerous.
Easy.
Quill bounced him out, or Arieli that was, who got to it first. We've seen Sam Joseph already in one pretty precarious position.
Good news is, behind the scenes, far side of your screen, Declan Quill back up in movement, who is pretty uncomfortable there for a second.
Balatrash was looking to switch field to Quill. Dan Klink with his 31st minute goal has the Tar Heels a goal to the good at this point, but Virginia Tech is very much still in this match. If they can get one spot of brilliance, one great link up, or is North Carolina going to do it here? Yes, they will. Finally, Bertil Rygaard Hansen rewarded for his tireless work.